Ready. Edit. Teams. Defend. For. Notre Dame. Nebraska selected. Air. Spread. Be selected. Edit. Ready. Team setting. And defensive. Offensive playbook opt. Edit uniforms. Entering. Uniform name. Uniform name. Uniform name. Uniform name. Uniform name option. Helmet option. Uniform name option is set to current second. Edit CPU. Entering. Uniform name option. Uniform name option is set. Uniform name option is set to current. Ready.
Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
Arizona will put it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Really nice stop there from this senior lead.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defense is now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Arizona in a hurry.
There are 6 categories.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Play call, coach suggestions.
And here comes the punt team.
Categories.
He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
There are 7 categories.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
And control coaching. Pause. You have 3 options. Depth chart. Entering depth charts. WR.
Entering paused screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Let's it fly. Complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Buckeyes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm gonna play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball support.
This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. Looking to the big tight end. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Entering play
Nowhere to run
call,
on that when he
suggestions,
loses
there are
4
6
on the carry.
categories.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on
Entering
3rd.
play call, coach
3rd and long
suggestions,
situations
there
are
6
really hard to convert.
categories.
The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Hot roots.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive play. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He makes a catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Entering play call, suggestions,
And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Garcia to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he'll run it into the end zone.
Entering play call, coach
Buckeyes.
suggestions. There are 8 categories.
They are
You have
seizing
15
control and
options.
taking away
Add
hope
to
as they push
selected.
out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Entering play call.
Well, this
special
offense is
teams.
top 10 in
You
the
have
country in
5
points per
options.
game because
Middle
they've
is
got
selected.
a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to
Entering
be a
play call.
problem for
Coach
defenses all year long.
cover 3 Scott over.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are looking at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll give it to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Arizona runs out the punt team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. You know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
And it's caught inside the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The give out of the gun. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You have 15 options.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just read.
And he intercepts it. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm rotating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Got his man in the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes a connection. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Garcia wants to throw. But a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
Give cushion.
Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's in Arizona.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it.
Touchdown, Arizona! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The short hands, it's Graham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll use the timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. He fires to the left side. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
You have 5 options.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
There are 6
They come to the line
categories.
facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
Coach suggestions.
And it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, Dave, memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Wildcats will move the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Garcia to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Entering play call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself over. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Return left is selected.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just
looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and beat the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense running the football is so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
That's caught. It's LeBlanc. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relying on the line, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. And off from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? As the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He's right on target. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Buckeyes.
Play call.
And the stomping has commenced.
Categories. You have 15 options.
And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Working the middle, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Garcia wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it down the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Arizona. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Didn't find any freeze in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver shows motion. On the run, it's Roberts. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
First play type. Medium pass. Mesh.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Mesh HB corner is selected.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackle there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Options. Punt to is selected.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that pass is intercepted. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would like. Coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They say you can call holding on every play.
There are 10 categories.
Well, they did on that
you
one.
have 42 options. Old fireman is selected.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Garcia to pass. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And they'll take the result of the flag and move the offense back.
You have 42 options. Old fireman is selected.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The handoff to Johnson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside.
Entering pause screen, you have 13 options. Coaching is selected. Resume. Entering
the outside, that linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gets rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've cut
a shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Give cushion.
Garcia wants to throw. It's complete. And he's running in the open. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
There are 2 categories.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you see quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Entering mesh spot.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah,
entering
my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
First down for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Miles. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical and ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get it done.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. The Buckeyes get it past the stick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Buckeyes will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Quarterback checking the play. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Entering formation, mesh spot.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Give cushion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
The completion well past the sticks. And there was lots of space as he gets into the 39-yard line. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen.